because people are emotionally cheating way before anything physical happens. What I mean is constant DMs, leaving flirty emojis on stories, secret conversation, deleting chats. Like, where do we draw the line? Hi, this is Daman.
This is Vic. I'm so pissed.
Why?
Dude, I went to Starbucks and I love my Trenta ice green tea unsweetened, right? Extra ice. And I just read the label right now and that shit says extra ice, which is fine. Then it says 2 sugars. Now I'm pissed because I had almost half of it. It didn't taste like there's sugar in it, but it says it's 2 sugar. Now I don't want to drink it.
Set to the
पैसे लग गए या?
कितने पैसे लग गए?
I don't know, dude. I'm just pissed.
What do you always drink green tea or something else?
I always get this, except when I get a hot drink, then it's always the tall, non-fat white mocha, and that's a treat drink for me.
I always thought you did matcha, but I could be wrong.
Hell no. Don't get me started on matcha, I swear.
You don't like matcha?
No, dude. I feel like on social media, I see all these girls. They're like, oh my God, I have to have my matcha. Like that shit pisses me off. No offense to anyone, but I'm not that girl.
Dude, tried to get into matcha because of social media because I want to look cool, but I've tried it. It tastes like ass.
I've Have you tried that?
No, but I know ass would taste that way.
No, dude, I have tried it before to just see what the hype was about and stuff. And I feel like it tasted like grass.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, grass. It's like that smell of grass that you get. It's like, you know how they say your taste buds are connected to your sense of smell, right? So like, I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel like it tastes like grass.
So grass is ass.
Chalo anyway.
I'm so glad it's Friday, dude. I'm so tired.
Dude, it was my kid's last day of school today.
I know, that's so cute. How was it? How are you emotionally, how are you?
I've been an emotional mess today.
I know that. I know.
And you know this is because it was the last day that I was dropping my kid off and picking him up from elementary. So their school goes from kindergarten to 8th grade. So it's just considered elementary. And so he'll be in high school next year. And it just made me really sad because that's my baby. You know?
That's so cute. When I picked him up, was it last week when I picked him up? I looked at him, I'm like, he's such a big boy. And I go, Nerver, are you in 6th grade? He's like, 8th. Like, I'm 2 years behind.
My God.
They grow fast because the last time I picked him up, I think it was like 6th grade. And all of a sudden it's 8th grade. I'm like, oh my God, that's
too fast. I don't know where the time goes.
Well, my kid's 24 years old now. So.
And I can't believe that because I remember when he was just 5 years old.
I know. Can you imagine? 5 to 24.
I can't.
It's when I see him is when I realize I'm old. Like old girl.
Hey, we're not old, okay?
We're not. We feel young.
You're only as old as you feel. And I do not feel old.
Well, there's some days I feel old because I feel like this week it's been so crazy at work. Like the whole week, not even like one day of break. So every time I'm just like, all right, I'm tired. Even the day you made chicken and rice. You know I never say no to chicken and rice.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Ugh.
And then that night when I was sitting at home, I was dreaming about that chicken and rice. Like, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I should have just picked it up. I could have been eating it right now. Chilling, but I'm kind of glad I picked it up next day because yesterday I ate it for dinner and today I ate it for lunch. It was amazing, like amazing, to the point where my dog wanted some and I was like, no, bro, you go eat your dry food.
Yeah, I mean, I can't make chicken and rice and not give some to Daman.
I know. Anyways, other than that, anything new? Have you watched any shows lately?
No, dude, I haven't had time this week. From between readings, picking up the kids, and trying to get my workouts in between. This week has been crazy since I think a lot of parents are going through the last week of the school year this week. So it's just been a bit crazy, but thank God.
I've been watching a lot of, like, snaps and Instagram posts, people's kids graduating,
Yeah,
and they're all emotional. I'm like, "Oh my god." There's a few of my friends, their kids graduated high school.
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Time flies.
Time definitely flies. Anyways, talking about shows, you have to watch Dizzy Blink.
You know, I saw that on Netflix yesterday. I almost clicked on it, but then I'm like, "I'm tired. I need to go to bed now."
Dude, it's kinda weird, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a show I would never watch, but it's a show I binge watched.
Oh, wow.
Is it because they're dizzy and they're rich and I'm just, like, kinda, "Wow, like, what are you
Y
guys doing with your life?" But
yeah.
watching their lives makes me be grateful for my life. There is this lady on there, I always forget her name. I forget her name. Anyways, we'll just call her something, right? We'll just say one of the ladies on the show. So she's married to this guy. He's a billionaire, and they've been married, I guess, 9, 10 years. And every morning she wakes up and gives him a 15-minute foot massage every morning. Like Vicky, sick. Learn from that. This is how you keep your men happy, girls.
I don't have a man, I don't need one.
And then on top of that, she was telling another person on the show that she's, like, okay with her man going out with girls as long as it's not the same girl, because if he goes out with the same girl, he might fall in love.
Wow.
Mhm.
I guess each to their own.
Yeah, but anyways, I binge watched it. I watched all the episodes. In between, I did take a few naps, but I did watch the whole thing. I don't know how many episodes there were. Anyways, let's get started.
Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chai and Chaos. So today we are getting into the absolute mess, which is modern dating. And honestly, the internet has completely ruined how we look at relationships. Like, think about it, Vicky. One random follow can start a whole screaming match. A single DM can destroy years of trust. And literally, just liking one photo has people turning into full on private investigators. Do you agree with that?
Guilty.
Me too. And like always, a quick disclaimer. Before we dive in, we are just two people sitting on a couch drinking cha and talking about life. Actually, Vicky is drinking. What are you
No, I'm
drinking?
not drinking it
Oh
anymore.
yeah, she
Stupid asses.
she quit on her drink. We are not licensed relationship therapists, so please don't ruin your relationship or start a fight based only on our hot takes. Take what fits, leave what doesn't, and let's get into the chaos. Before we do, Vicky, I have 3 rapid fire questions for you.
Shoot.
Okay. Number 1. Soft launching your partner on the main feed. Is it cute or childish?
I guess it depends on your age and where you are in life.
Let's say women like in their 30s.
I don't know about soft launches or hard launches. I think whatever you're comfortable with and whatever your partner's comfortable with, I leave it each to their own. Some people just want to live a private life and don't want people to be up in their business. I understand that sometimes people say that, oh, if they don't post you, then you don't exist. I don't know if I believe that completely because sometimes you don't want people to dissect your relationship and you just want to keep it under wraps.
Yeah, that's true. All right, number 2. Answering an ex's text because someone died or it's their birthday. Acceptable or block immediately?
Block.
Okay. Number 3. Muting your partner's stories or posts because they're annoying online. Is that healthy boundary or toxic?
I feel like if you're going to follow each other on social media, why are you muting each other? Like, how is that I don't understand that. I feel like if your partner's there, wouldn't you be excited to see their story? Wouldn't you be supportive of their, like, whatever they posted or whatever? I don't know. Dude, there's a lot of gray areas in your questions, sis.
Well, I only asked yes or no question.
Shit, okay.
Anyways, so for me, I feel like this
Mm,
is what people do, and I'm guilty of it. When you're with somebody and then let's say you're fighting
yeah.
and then the other person is posting stories, then obviously you try to avoid watching them because you know they're trying to see if you watch their story. And just to piss them off, you're going to try to avoid watching their story. Do you agree with that?
No.
It's just me. Okay.
No, I feel like a lot of people think that way or are that way. For me, I feel like I'm too old for games. I have been guilty of that. Yes. At this point in life, I'm done with that.
Yeah. I mean, this was me like maybe like 10 years ago
Yeah.
or maybe 10 days
I feel
ago.
like everyone goes through that point, but the older you get, you just don't give a shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, do you think social media is actually creating like toxic problems, or is it just exposing how messy people already are? What do you think, Vicky? Or are we just like overthinking everything now?
Some people would say overthinking, but I feel like social media is one of those things that, you do see a person's character. Now with all that, on Instagram, you could see who likes what.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see what who you follow, whatever they like,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I do be looking at that friends and family and be
Yeah.
like, what the hell are they looking at, like, or ew, like, sometimes we like low-key judge people on the things that they like or comment on,
Yeah.
like, for example, my brother.
What?
I feel when things pop up about him, I'm like, why is he bullying people in the comments?
No way. Is he?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's so funny. And I'm like, sometimes I've called him out on it. I'm like, why are you bullying people in the comments? He goes, oh, just passing time, shooting the shit. That's
That that's true. Oh my god, that's crazy. I haven't well, I don't think I follow him on social media. That's why I haven't seen it. But the weird thing now on Instagram is when you're kind of like looking at stories or anything, you can see what other people like.
yeah.
It'll say show what they liked, they'll show what they reposted, and that's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
like
what I meant.
and I'm
Like,
like sometimes I'm like, "Oh, Vicky liked what I'm about to like. Okay, I can't send this to her anymore because she already liked it."
but another thing I have to say about that too is I be liking certain things just because I like what it says, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it's relatable in my life. So there's another take on all that, right? There's things that sometimes I like, or, just because I like maybe a poem or a saying or something. And I've had people message me and say, is everything okay with you? Like, bitch, what?
I think I've done that too. Vicky, you good?
Like, yeah, I'm just fine. It's just your algorithm sometimes, it comes up and it keeps the same
Well,
kind of
your
stuff.
algorithm is pretty depressive sometimes because you be reposting stuff. I'm like, Vicky, okay? You're like, no, dude, I just liked it. It was
Yeah.
there and I liked it. I reposted it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
sometimes my algorithm, all it'll do is share like gym or health content.
Yeah.
Other times it'll be like heartbreak stuff,
Yeah.
like I want to go die and stuff. And I'm like, what? Okay, but I'll like it.
But you know what's so crazy is I'm more cautious of what I post because I feel like if there's things that I like that are heartbreaking, it's not because I'm going through that
Yeah.
heartbreak, it's just I like it, but I feel like if I repost it or put it on my story, people are going to start thinking I'm feeling certain type of way. And now I'm guilty of thinking the same about other people.
And I have too. I get that. And sometimes your loved ones, they post something or like something or repost it, and then you kind of think like, oh, are they going through something? So I get it. The people that do ask me like if I'm okay or whatever, but then I'm like, I'm kind of bipolar. Sometimes I'll be reposting gangster rap, and other times I'll be like in love,
No,
and other times I'll be heartbroken.
twiddle
I'm all
dee,
over the
twiddle,
place.
twiddle dee. The
Yeah, I'm
like
like,
I love you, you love me,
yeah,
partner. Yeah,
I
you
have
are bipolar.
I have it is all bipolar, like totally all over the place content.
Oh my god. And you know what else I've noticed? When people used to date an ex, the ex stayed in the past. Now you literally have a digital portal to every single person you've ever talked to. I feel like not just exes, like, not just ex-boyfriends, ex-friends, like, people become nosy and start looking, "I don't talk to her anymore, let me see what she's doing with her life." And the most of the stuff is public, right? Or they'll have it where they share certain stuff and you're kinda, like, stalking. Like, do you ever do that or is
So, to be honest, I have done that before. Maybe years ago, I
Uh-huh,
did. Now, there are some people, maybe if I, like, think about them, like, people who I've lost contact with, maybe sometimes,
uh-huh.
like old friends or colleagues or just, acquaintances of the past and stuff. Like, sometimes it comes up on your For
It
You
does.
page,
And
and
then you
then
click it. I click it
yeah,
sometimes.
and say, "Oh, what is she up to?" "What are they doing now?" Or "So and so got married." "Oh my god, that's cool," right? Like, or I'll be like, "Oh, that bitch," and I'll block, even
Yeah.
though
I know.
so I never get that
I
suggestion
I
again.
know, it's so weird.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll be thinking about a person and then they get suggested on my Facebook.
that's crazy. It's
That's
like
creepy.
it's like the algorithm can read your mind.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're taking over our brains like little robots. And I feel like it's just like these phones, they're in our pockets all the time or in our hands, and it's just temptation to be nosy. Is it just a female thing? I wonder if males do
Yeah,
that too.
I don't know, but I know boredom can do a lot of things.
Yeah. When I
Well,
get bored, I'll start scrolling, then I'll start thinking about people that are like I talked to that I haven't talked to. Let me go check their pages. What are they up to? That's when you start liking people's posts because now me, I'm being nosy, or I just want to know what they're doing, which is sad because before we didn't do that before. You picked up a phone and you called them. Texting, it wasn't even a lot of texting before. It was a lot of phone calls or you would meet in person.
yeah, there's a lot of pluses and a lot of like negative things about social media and how we're interacting now, as in before when we were in our 20s, it was you text or mostly call, right? But now a lot of the interaction is on social media. And I love social media for many reasons, but then I feel like it's brain rot at the same time.
That's true. And you know what else I've noticed? Maybe it's just like my intake or input, whatever you say, is that couples who post the most online are usually the ones struggling the hardest in their life. I feel like it's so performative. They'll put massive paragraphs for like birthdays, matching outfits, fake candid photos, and then literally 2 weeks later, they unfollow each other. Like they literally just disappear off the grid. And then that's when they start posting, like, deep quotes about protecting their peace. Is that something only I notice, or have you noticed that as well?
I've been actually guilty of doing stuff like that in the past myself.
Uh-huh.
But on the most part, yeah, I totally get what you're saying, and you see that, but I feel like a lot of that also is because people, want like you said, it's performative. People they don't want other people to talk,
Mm,
and if they're personally, I feel like if I really love someone, regardless of if it's like whatever the relationship is with the person, whether it's your friend, an old friend, a relative, or whatever, I will write these. I'm that person that will write big, huge essays on what this person means to me, like on their birthday or
mhm,
something like that.
mhm.
And that is just my love language, I guess. I express myself. And some people are like that too. So I'm gonna kinda take it 2 ways. Some people, they're doing it for the act. Other people, they genuinely feel that way, but maybe for some reason or not, it doesn't work out for them.
I feel like s I mean, I there's times where I'm kinda upset or sad about stuff, but I don't really, like, post my emotions online, like, "Oh, I'm feeling this way about
Mhm.
a certain person," or "This person upset me." I guess that's just how I am, but then there are people you already know which emotion they're going through that week, and you already know they're with their boyfriend or husband that week, or they broke up with their husband or boyfriend that week. Do you think it's do you think it's okay to be posting your relationship drama online? And do you think it makes your relationship stronger or weaker when you're involving everyone? You are involving everyone because you're posting your whole like love story online. Okay, now we're together, we're happy. Now he's a jerk, he's an asshole, or she's a jerk, she's an asshole. Do you think you should do that when you're in a relationship?
So my babaji used to say something.
Mm,
He used to say, "Putte tamasha dekhida, barnidani,"
that's true. That
right? And for those of you who don't speak Punjabi, that means dramas are to be seen, not created, right? So, as that saying goes, I feel like a relationship is so personal, whether it's with your significant other or with a family member. Because I've seen a lot of people post family member drama. Like, people are literally just looking at you for drama. It's a
yeah,
show to them,
yeah, it is.
and we have seen that
Yeah, we have.
happen
Yes,
online.
yes.
And I I have been guilty of many years ago posting sad stuff if I was going through whatever in my life, right? But I kind of refrain from that. Even sometimes I want to.
But do you think these people are posting it so that person they're posting it towards is looking at that and reading it? Do you think is that's why they're posting it?
I feel like it goes back to the lack of social skills now.
Uh-huh.
We used to go to our best friends or
Yeah,
our
yeah,
confidants and tell them how we feel,
yeah,
you know? And now I feel like a lot of people make social media their personal diary of their life,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know? And yes, social media is to be social and to be connected to people. I post a lot of my like working out and stuff, but I post that in order so maybe someone will look at it
yeah,
and be
and get
inspired and take
motivated.
care of their health too,
Yeah,
because I've struggled. And but as far as like men are bullshit, like I've seen like lovey-dovey quotes, and the next week it's like, "Oh, I hate men. Men are the scum of the earth." And
mm,
I see women do that more. There are men that do it too, because I have been witness, and I know you've been witness to that too.
yeah, yeah,
But it's majority of women.
yeah. Women I feel like that kind of stuff, you should keep it behind closed doors because not everyone that's reading your sad quotes is your friend. You know, they're not there. What is that word? They're not there to
Console you.
console you.
Yeah.
They're there to read what you're writing and then go send it in their group message and talk shit about you,
Mhm.
right? And then let me ask you another question. Do you think it's sketchy if someone never posts their partner? Never post the partner, but they'll have like 1,000 selfies of themselves, but never will post their partner.
I don't think it's sketchy. And again, it goes back to my it depends on sometimes you don't share your relationships with everyone. Sometimes a relationship is maybe new or it's on the rocks or you're not sure what that relationship is. It's more of a situationship or maybe you're trying to work through something or maybe you just don't want certain people who follow you know that you're in a relationship, especially in our community. I feel like sometimes, unless you're like married or like engaged to somebody or something, like people just need a topic to talk about. And again, it comes down to Badhanami. And even though our generation and the younger generation, they don't really care,
Yeah.
about that kind of stuff, there's still like auntie and uncles and like our elders that are on social media and they see this. And that is ultimately that's the community I feel like we're going to live in. And we we need to kind of have empathy about like how they've kind of grown up. And I just don't want like I don't put my personal stuff out there just because I don't want people to say, "Oh, she's doing this, she's doing that." Because I've had stories created about me when I got divorced that were so untrue,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
people just needed to create a story.
Yeah. I feel like I don't think I would post a partner online because
Mhm.
nowadays, you date, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Let's say you post a partner, it doesn't work out, then you take them off your post, and then a year down, 2 years down, you start dating someone else, and you post them. and it's just like so much negative energy. I feel like I don't care what people say about me. They
Yeah.
can talk about me. It's just the energy. I don't want that. Like I know they're all going to be talking about me or saying, "Oh, look at her. She goes from one guy to another." Even though everyone, like if your relationship's not working out, then it's not working out, then you move on, right?
Yeah.
But I just keep it because I don't want to hear anything from anyone. And then obviously, my parents were still old school and I don't want anything going back to my parents. Not because I'm afraid of my parents.
Yeah.
It's because I have respect for my parents, right?
And I think that's what it comes down to, you don't want, even though we don't care, they do. Their generation still cares. And yeah, I think unless something is official, I, even if it was official, to be honest, I, I'm just, I believe in nudge,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because my entire, like, the work I do is around evil eye and people wishing bad on others. And I do feel like if you're happy, people will find a way to ruin it.
Oh yeah, they will.
And you don't know everyone's intentions. Although I read a lot of people every day,
Yeah.
right? You just don't know people's intentions. That's why I do not even post my children on
Yeah,
unless it's on my private personal
exactly.
page
Yeah,
for my friends and my close friends and family.
yeah.
I will not post my kids anywhere.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
For me, my son, I post him, but it's usually like if it's a birthday or graduation, but I don't do a lot of posting with my son in it just because of that
Yeah.
reason. And then of course he's like 24 years old and he doesn't like taking a lot of selfies, but I know there's probably people sitting out there, she's posting her dog all the time because my
Yeah.
dog doesn't say no to selfies.
Yeah.
And my son, he's still self-conscious. Like, okay, I don't want a lot of like this picture, I don't like that picture. So I
Yeah.
don't really harass him until he's comfortable. Okay, mom, I'll take a picture or whatever. Then I'll post it. But if he's not comfortable being on my social media or any social media, he doesn't even really do social media. Why am I gonna blast him everywhere on social media?
Yeah. And social media is forever.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet is forever,
Mhm.
and I
You
will
just be
never,
careful.
I won't post people unless it's on my private, personal
Mm.
page with people that I love
Mhm.
and trust. Yeah.
For myself, I'll post myself everywhere.
Yeah.
Remember for like few years ago I was trying to be a TikTok star? But what I realized is you can have like nice videos up, but you'll get likes, You'll get a lot of likes. But the moment you have short, short, short dresses on, you'll get thousands of likes. I was like, forget this, man. Like this is and it was for fun. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a
Yeah.
social media star. I'm gonna get paid. But nope, plan failed. Step
Yeah.
back. All right, now we're gonna get a little messy.
Oh God.
The fun stuff. What actually counts as cheating now? Because people are emotionally cheating way before anything physical happens. What I mean is constant DMs, leaving flirty emojis on stories, secret conversation, deleting chats. Like, where do we draw the line? Vicky, what's your take on liking thirst traps or bikini or shirtless pictures? And this while you're taken. Do you think it's a big deal or just mindless scrolling?
So I can only speak on a woman's behalf. And
Mhm.
I know all women well, I can't say all women, most women that I know and I have spoken to, including myself, will say if your husband, your partner, whatever it is out there liking these thirst traps and stuff, it's not the point that they're liking them. I feel like when you see that they have liked women, the way we are made up is, and if these women look nothing at all like us, it makes us think, is this what the man that I love
Yes.
prefers and
Yes.
likes?
Yes.
Especially because it's usually a woman that looks nothing like you,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
but yet they're with you and
Mhm.
they love you. And so in a way it leaves you confused. It leaves you thinking, "Oh, is this what he likes? Is this what he prefers because he's liking it?" Now we all have eyes,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
And as a woman, we see attractive men on our feed too,
Yes.
but we're
Yeah.
not gonna go and like it because that like may mean nothing to men,
Yeah.
that, "Oh, they're like, oh, she's hot," like
Yeah.
it, and it may mean nothing else to
Yeah.
them, right? But for women, we understand when guys like my stuff,
Yeah.
just as an example, or if they comment on it, how some guys will
Yeah.
comment. And then there's some guys that'll randomly like it, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
my friend, depending on him. But if it's some random guy and he's liking my stuff, as a woman, I'm gonna feel like, dude, this guy's married and he's out here and this is on TikTok,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's liking my stuff and he's like sending me. And a lot of the times these guys are sending them private messages if they're in relationships. I've had that happen and I know you've had that happen. And I just feel bad for their partner,
Yeah.
thinking that like you're making your partner look like a clown.
Yeah. Exactly. But wait, what about deleting messages? Because in my head, if you have to clear a chat history so your partner doesn't see it, you already know you did something wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, that's so sad. Like, imagine like your partner's like text messaging these other girls, and by the time they get home, they've already deleted their text messages.
They obviously know that they're doing something that they shouldn't since they have to hide it, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And question. It might be silly. Would you rather be cheated on emotionally or physically? Which one actually hurts worse?
Neither. I don't wanna be cheated on, period. Like, if you wanna emotionally cheat on me or physically, get the fuck out of my life. Excuse my language. Sorry, I shouldn't. I no, no, nobody deserves that because I feel like to me, trust means more than love.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, no, you better not go cheat on me physically just because I said trust me.
yeah,
And
no, both. Either of them are equally as bad, just leave me alone
yeah,
at that
because
point.
let's say you're not like you're physically attracted to someone, then go with them. You're emotionally attracted to them, then
Go
go with them. Why are you
leave me
wasting?
alone.
Yeah, why are you wasting my
Yeah.
time, bro? I could be like exploring. There's a lot of options out there. Guys
Door
don't realize women have a lot of options. A lot. Anyways, I'm with you. Social media has just made everyone deeply insecure. We're like comparing our bodies, our money, our vacations, our love lives to a filtered highlight reel that isn't even real. Get it? Real, not real. Get it?
yeah,
Oh my God.
I've seen those comparisons.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, that's real.
Real? Real. And it has me like really overthinking on like a competitive side. If they take 20 minutes longer to reply or if they follow someone new, boom. I'm awake at like 2 a.m., putting on a detective hat, scrolling through their followers, and this is exhausting. Like, seriously.
I've been guilty of that,
We
of
know.
doing
We know.
but you know what? Ultimately, it didn't do anything beside ruin my own peace and my, like, emotional, like, I was a wreck.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Sometimes like you just need that justification, like, or you need to find out, like, why is this person not talking to me? Why are they not attracted to me? And what the sad part is, you see these women messaging them, or vice versa, men messaging her, and you start comparing yourself to these people they're messaging or the pictures they're posting. And in a way, you're like, dang, maybe I should lose like 10 pounds to look like that girl, or maybe I should cut my hair to look like that girl, even though everything on social media is filtered. Most of it is filtered.
But I don't think that I think there's a big difference between men and women when it comes to that. I mean, we're speaking from a woman's point of view. I have spoken to men that I know, family, friends,
Uh huh.
and gotten their take on stuff like this.
Yeah.
And their take is completely different than ours. Men don't understand women, and women sometimes we don't understand men. But ultimately, it comes down to boundaries. And what your partner doesn't like is not okay. End of story. Whether you understand or don't,
Yeah.
if they don't like something, that means they don't like it, so you better pack it in.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, otherwise find yourself someone who will be okay with all of that.
And I don't know, it could be just my opinion, but I feel like people were more happy in their relationships before TikTok, Instagram, or any of these other social medias that actually convinced them that they shouldn't be in this relationship, or they're not happy, or they should. I don't know. What do you think?
So I've seen all these, these online gurus, these guys or women that post like, oh, if he's doing this or if she's doing that, you deserve better. Dump them. They don't deserve, very few people tell you to actually communicate with your partner.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, even when you do, social media has made it so easy for us when we're in a fight or an argument with our partner, what do? They run off to social media for validation from
Yes.
strangers,
Yeah.
from people who don't know them at that deep level that you know them at, because they need a quick boost
Yeah,
to
they
their
do.
ego, to their how they feel at the moment, instead of going to your partner and saying, hey, I love you and I want to work this out and we need to figure this out. Instead of doing that, they're jumping onto Instagram and asking Sherry from, I don't know, uh,
Tennessee.
Tennessee, like, am I really ugly? Because you're fishing for compliments
Yes,
now.
you are.
Or my girl did this, and Sherry on the other side is saying, oh, if I was your girl, I'd never do that. And so now they think that they're in the right when they actually are wrong on so many levels, but Sherry's over there reinforcing the bad behavior because Sherry has no idea who the hell you are, and nor will she ever,
Yeah, exactly.
you know? But,
Or Sherry can be a Tom.
yeah. And what Sherry is saying to you, like, you're believing, but what your partner over here of months or years or however long, you, what they're telling you is not valid. But what this stranger on social media or this person you hardly know is telling you, that's real.
Yeah, yeah, that's
And
true.
that is why satyanas
Dude,
of relationships now.
maintaining relationships nowadays feels like a full-time job because of all the digital distractions. How do you actually make a relationship last these days with all this noise? How do you make your relationship rock solid?
To be honest, I'm not the person to ask because I've not ever had a solid relationship, and I'm putting that out there. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's social media, whatever it is. I feel like a solid relationship is when you choose each other above all, before all, And
Mhm.
I mean, I don't mean like you cut off your friends or
Yeah.
cut off your loved ones. I'm not saying that. I'm saying choose each other every day over and over. That is how you create a solid relationship. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to ever experience that. So I wouldn't be able to tell you in detail, like, what more to do.
And loyalty isn't just about who you go home to anymore. It's about how you act online when your partner is not looking. Like some people keep backup options, which are sitting in their requests, just in case things go wrong. And then they wonder why their relationship feels unstable. You cannot
Absolutely.
build something real with your one foot out the door. And so many people have backup options. They'll be in a relationship, but they're talking to like three other girls or three other guys. I'm not just saying it's just guys, girls do this too.
Oh, yeah.
They all, and another thing is like, as soon as like there's a fight between a girl and a guy, you probably noticed this too. A girl will go get a little makeover, put on her little dress or whatever, sexy clothes, and post it online because she wants those likes. She wants
She
validation.
wants validation that her man couldn't give her, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's deeper than that ultimately,
Yeah.
but we all, whether we're a woman or a man, we all want to be seen. We
Yeah.
all want to be loved. We
Mhm.
all want to be cared for. We all want to just be happy,
Yeah.
you know? And so we go to whatever lengths that it is to get that validation because we're not getting it obviously from the person that we should be getting it from,
Yeah.
which is your partner.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and that's what's really sad.
Again, that before in the back in the older days,
Our younger days.
our younger days, it didn't work like that. If you broke up, you would reach out to each other. You know, why aren't you picking up my call? They would show up at your work, or you know, you show up at their work or their home. You would blow them up. But now people don't do that anymore. They're like, "Oh, she's not talking to me. He's not talking to me. It's okay. I have other options. Let me message this person on Instagram." Then they start talking to that person, and like, I can't do that anymore. I can't start brand new with brand new people.
It's too much, and it takes too much effort and energy, and I just feel like back in the days, it used to be like, if someone wanted to cheat or do all that stuff, they had to make an effort to go and cheat and go out, go do something. Like they couldn't just be doing it from the tip of their fingers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like now it's so easy. Like no one has to go out. No one has to go into public to meet people, get dressed up,
yeah.
do all that.
No, they
They
don't.
can sit behind a screen
Yeah,
and they have options lined up.
yeah,
And it's very, very sad, but it's made it very easy to like end relationships
yeah,
or,
yeah. Exactly.
it comes down to "tu nahi koi aur si,"
Yeah, that's true. That
you
is true.
know?
Yeah. If it's not you, there's someone else. Before it was just you, only you. Don't
Yeah,
leave me.
"I love you. This has to work." Maybe you wouldn't talk for a couple of days, but
Yeah,
it would kill them inside
yeah.
because, it's not like they had, like, backup plans. I mean, I'm sure some did in their little black books,
Oh
you
yeah, they
know?
had black books
Yeah,
back then. They had
but
numbers hidden.
yeah, but it wasn't easy like it is now.
It's way too easy, man. Social media, I feel like, has destroyed relationships.
And
I
not just, relationships as in your partner, but relationships, family, friends.
Yeah,
Saudi their name, right?
everybody. And you know, back in the day, if someone cheated, they had to actually put in effort. Now, cheating can literally start with the reply to a story, like with one little emoji, fire emoji, one innocent DM, and one just checking in on you. Before, when people were cheating, they had to really work hard to cheat. You know, hide and meet up at night when you're sleeping. Now, like it can happen any time of the day. I don't know. I think it's because social media just
It's just
created
easy access.
yeah, social media just created this culture where people constantly need validations. They constantly need likes, comments, attention, followers. It becomes addictive. You know, I remember I was telling you when I was on TikTok, every day I'd be like, oh, did I get any more likes? Did I get any more followers? In a way, I was getting obsessed. Like, I wanted, like, if I didn't get a lot of, like, enough likes or enough follows, I would get disappointed. Like, oh shoot, okay, maybe I need to change myself. Maybe I'm not pretty enough because this girl has 100,000 likes. It's so
Yeah,
sad. It's depressing.
it is. Social media has made us question our validity and
Mm-hmm.
just who we are
Mm-hmm.
and make us always double think.
Yep.
I mean, I question myself all the time. Like, we always want to add that smooth filter onto us
Yep.
so that our wrinkles and, our lines don't show. But when you really look at it, we're all going to have wrinkles and lines and all of us have certain things on our skin or
Mm-hmm.
like texture and stuff like that, but we want validation from people. We want people
We
to think
do.
that we're so like the only time I won't add a filter probably, to smooth out my skin is probably my gym pics, because I want to
Mm-hmm.
show the sweat.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then the sweat does that, right?
The sweat adds that
Yeah.
glow.
Glow.
Before I used to take pictures, I never thought about filter or whatever.
Yeah.
I felt pretty, I felt beautiful. When thoda ka flaw ho jaye, I need a filter because that flaw, I don't like that flaw, even though no one else is noticing, but I'm noticing it.
Yeah, we're our biggest critics.
And we are, and sometimes I look at my picture, I'm like, dude, that's not even me. But dang, I did get a lot of likes on it.
Yeah.
I did get that validation. You're pretty.
Yeah.
Like, stop comparing yourself to people on social media. And I'm guilty of that too.
I think we all are, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I look at girls and I'm like, dang, she's beautiful. Look at her hair. You know how many skin products I have bought from online? Like thousands.
Yeah.
Because the person putting that stuff on their face is flawless. But at the end of the day, it probably has a filter on it, or they
Mhm.
actually had a really good skin and they're just trying to sell you this product. I just recently bought the Korean skincare, by the way.
Oh, I've done the same just because I want that glass skin.
Hell yeah. I woke up this morning, I was like, damn. And it probably made no difference, but in my head, I was like, dang, you can see
Yeah,
it.
that $1,000 was well spent.
It was well spent. It did kind of make me break out, though. I think people just need to put their phones down, spend more time with their partners, and actually talk. You know, we'll be like, we'll have people over. We'll all be sitting in the living room or at dining table, and everyone's just scrolling.
Yeah.
You'll be having
I'm guilty of it.
you'll be having a heart to heart conversation, and all of a sudden, your friend's scrolling her TikTok. Mm.
I've been guilty of doing that too, and the thing is, I feel like that's so it 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 is disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
It is disrespectful, or because we feel that when it's done to us too,
Yeah, we do. We do.
especially when we're having a real heart-to-heart conversation with somebody, or we're feeling some kind of way.
And they're over there on their phone scrolling.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that cake you have over there,
Mm.
bomb. Is that lemon?
That's lemon. I
Okay.
got it for tomorrow,
Good.
but you know what it says?
No, I'm on a diet. I've been good. Okay, I've been good for 4 days. I've been eating healthy. I didn't eat out. I ate your cooking, by the way, for the last 2 days. Amazing, amazing. I haven't DoorDash for 4 days.
You know
That's a
what?
freaking like a
That's a
plus.
win.
That's a win.
That's definitely a win.
Yeah, because like I was looking at my credit card bill, it was all DoorDash or Uber Eats, because sometimes Uber Eats is a little bit faster than DoorDash. And then I got on my scale and I was like, girl, you got to stop eating out. You got to get back on it.
Well, you'd be surprised how much money you save too by cooking at home.
Dude, I was calculating. I was probably spending thousands on DoorDash. I'm not even lying.
With
Like,
all the extra fees
yeah,
and everything.
cable in a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, that adds up. Like every time you're ordering, it costs $50, $60. That's for one person, because that's a delivery fee, DoorDash fee. I don't know, all these other fees they got, and add that up. It's like what? 60 times 3, what is that? 180 a day, right? Let's say 200 times 30. How much is that? 6,000. $6,000.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn, I did that math hella quick in my head.
I suck at math. I wouldn't
Mm.
have figured that out.
You're like, hold on, let me pull up my
I'm like,
calculator.
okay, yeah, hugakosh.
Hold on, let me actually check before this goes on air and people are like, she dumbass. Okay, 200 times 30. Yeah, $6,000, dude. $6,000.
Hell.
Did the bull pass ay hunde. Anyways, we got our first listener story.
All
Like
right.
someone actually emailed us.
That's awesome.
They want to be anonymous, by the way.
Okay.
All right. This person said, I noticed my boyfriend constantly follows new girls online. I became obsessed with checking his likes, his followers, and who's watching his stories. Now I'm just anxious all the time. Mm. I honestly feel like so many people can relate to this. It's that awful gray area between your intuition telling you something is off and your brain telling you you're just being insecure. You don't wanna you don't want to ignore disrespect, but you also don't want to look like the crazy psycho partner. What advice would you give her, Vicky?
Girl, I am guilty of feeling this way. And um it totally drains you. It drains you. It messes with your mental peace. You feel like you're nothing.
Yeah,
And like, even though you shouldn't allow anybody else to make you feel that way, we're human in the end of the day, and it's natural. We are going to feel that way because we're going to start thinking, am I not good enough?
yeah, that's true.
Am I not pretty enough? Am I not kind enough? Am I not attractive to this person that, that he needs to go and follow all these other girls? So I understand where you're coming from.
No, and people like, let's say you're a dude, like some girl's picture, a few of her pictures, right? Us as females, we're gonna obsess over it. We're gonna look at that girl, we're gonna analyze everything. To our friends, we're gonna talk shit. Oh, she's ugly. Look at her face. But in the back of our head, we're gonna say, dang, there's something in her that I don't have. Then you start comparing yourself with that person. Then you start feeling bad about yourself. Then you're like, dang, she's younger than me, or she's maybe because she's older than me, or she's skinnier than me, or she's bigger than me. Like, what is he wanting? Like, what does she have that I don't have? And you start looking at all their pictures. You start stalking them. You start looking for them on social media, like Snapchat, Instagram. Each one you're making different screen names so you can watch their stories, because Snapchat, if you view someone's story, they can tell you're viewing it. So you make a new screen name so they don't know you're viewing it. You just become obsessed. And it's just from a few likes. That could be innocent, that could not mean anything, or they could be deliberate, right? But as a man and you're in a relationship, and as a female and you're in a relationship, respect your partner. If you know they don't like it, don't do it. And if you're not happy with your partner, walk away. Stop wasting their time, right?
And your own,
Yeah.
right? And
Yep.
I feel like women know how women think.
Yeah.
If somebody's in our DMs and if someone's in our likes and in our comments,
Yeah.
we're gonna be like, "Look at how thirsty he is. Oh my god, look at her. I
Yeah.
feel so bad for his girl. Like,
Yeah.
what a clown. Like, he is embarrassing her." Like, this is how women talk.
Yeah.
This is how we talk
Yeah, we do.
about people,
Oh,
like
literally, I've had some people try to follow me and they're like married men, and I'll
yeah,
screenshot it. I'm like, "Hey, Vicky, you know this person?" You're like, "Yeah, I know that person. He's married."
yeah,
And I'm like over here, like, why is he trying to follow me? I don't
because
know him. He's
yeah,
never met me. Like, in the back of our head, it's like, oh, he's a hoe.
yeah.
He, there
And
has
then
to
we're,
be,
like, looking at their page, like,
uh-huh.
women, we go into detail.
We
Then we're
are
like, "Oh my
FBI.
god, his wife is so pretty.
Yeah.
Why is he doing this?" Like, that's so messed up. Like,
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
are the conversations women have.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are some women who don't care if
Yeah.
you're, if,
Or, you know what happens? Is women, they see, like, sometimes when you're with somebody and you're with them for years, or your husband's bringing you flowers or doing these sweet gestures, there are women out there that want to see what this man is about. They don't
yeah.
care if he has a woman. They look and see, oh, she's got a really good man, right? He's doing this for her. He loves her like this. I want that love too.
Yeah.
And I'm prettier than her.
Yeah.
I'm skinnier than her, or I'm thicker than her,
Yep,
or
yep.
I'm younger than her, you
Mhm.
know? And I want to see what he's about too. Women
Exactly.
do this.
Yeah, they do. They do.
We firsthand know women like this.
Oh, heck yeah, we do. We know lots of women.
So, men out there, if your woman is telling you something that she's not comfortable with, trust me, she knows
She
how
knows.
women talk and how they think.
You know how that song goes? She knows.
Yeah.
She knows. I don't know the rest of it. At the end of the day, social media isn't the devil. It's just a tool, but it definitely magnifies whoever is using it. Maintaining love today just takes way more maturity and a lot more real face-to-face communication than it used to be. Communication, I feel like, is gone. There's no communication. Like, I don't like, where did communication go? Even when you get on the phone, and I'm guilty, of course, I'm gonna say it again. I'm guilty of this too. I don't want to talk to anyone on the phone for too long. Text me. Why are we like that nowadays?
I feel like we're so used to text now and just being in our own zone. And there are certain people that I'll be on the phone with, and and I can have deep intellectual and like spiritual or whatever conversations with, or I'll vent to, right? Or they'll vent to me or whatever. There are people that I love, who are dear to me, who are close to me, that I don't mind being. My work is all on the phone
Mm-hmm.
too. So I don't have that option of not being on the phone. And I know your work, a lot of the times you have your meetings, you have all that. You have to be there, you have
Mm-hmm.
to be present on the phone. And so, but it just feels like a nuisance.
I
Like,
I think you're right because my work consists of being on the phone 8 hours a day. And it's not just my work as a nurse. I also own the
yeah,
business, which is 24/7. 24/7. Literally, you'll get phone calls from clients, from caregivers, from vendors, from all these people, and sometimes you're like, "Oh my god, just don't call me, just shoot me a text."
yeah,
Heck, and most of the time it's not good news. "Oh, I'm calling off," or "We're canceling services," or "We need service right now," and you're like, "Oh my god, where am I gonna" So I think that's the reason I got a little bit more, like, anti talking on the phone. It's because that's all I do all day.
yeah. And your brain just needs peace
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's why I was telling you today. I was like, "Vicky, I'm so tired this week because I had back-to-back meetings. Literally back-to-back meetings where you're just stuck, and then at the same time you got your work pending." You're like, "All right, I'm so done with these meetings. I'm so done." I was waiting for 5 o'clock. I told my manager at 4, I said, "My brain's already at 5 o'clock, by the way." She's on mine too. I was so over it.
It has been a long week for sure.
I know it has, but I'm glad it's over, and next week will be a better week, hopefully. Anyways, anything else, any other input you have for our audience that are wonderful and listening to us? We really appreciate you guys tuning in.
And we'd love to hear from you guys.
We
Anything you
do.
guys want to
Yes.
hear us talk about, or
Yes.
maybe your opinions, even your opinions on our topic today.
Yeah, like, do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? I mean, we will not be mad. We want to know.
We
We
want
want
to
to
hear,
learn. We want
yeah,
to learn.
we're open to hearing your input. And men, whoever is listening to us, we'd love to hear a man's perspective on this.
Mhm.
We can only tell you a woman's perspective. How are men thinking about
Yeah.
all of this? What do you feel about this?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. Please send us emails or DMs or whatever and tell us how you feel.
Exactly. I mean, we can be your voices.
Yes.
All right, guys. This is our show for today. Thanks for hanging out with us on Jaw and Chaos. Just remember, don't believe everything you see on your feed, especially the relationships, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. This is Daman.
This is Becca. Bye bye.
Bye. See you guys
Chalo.
later.
Anyways.
Anyways.